Hello everybody, it's your boy WEEZYFMAMBA and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys once again so much for being here. We really appreciate it. On today's video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have officially broken down the brand new updates that just came to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game this morning at 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I had to work all day and then we had to come home, eat, and then literally play private match and a couple of real live matches of testing of certain things that were mentioned in the patch notes, as well as things from previously, to make sure that everything is still good. So we're just going ahead and kind of breaking down everything that Jaegerbomb and I, the homie Jaeger, tested this afternoon. And I finally have time to record the video. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain there's probably things that we missed testing. You guys are going to be my helpers here. Drop them down in the comments section if I did miss anything. We tried to cover basically everything. And so it's just going to be a quick video of us explaining what we tested. Without further ado, let's get right to it. So it's pretty simple. The TCM patch notes, again, all of this really is moot point, right? This is one of the worst feelings in the world because we figured normal patch days were hype as fuck, right? The community. But this is one of the worst experiences ever because they're sunsetting the game. So all these balance changes and this and that, preparing for peer-to-peer matchmaking, where you're going to have host advantage quit, you're going to have laggy ass lobbies, you're going to have a low player base, and you're going to have hackers that can literally hack your fucking console or your computer and put your entire life and information at risk. Definitely not ever going to play this game once it comes peer to peer. But here we are. We're not here to shit. We're here to talk about patch and the balance changes. As well as bugs that we've tested, etc., etc. So I wrote everything down. It's miscombobulated. It's out of place. I just took notes when we were doing them. Okay. So just everybody knows kind of universal changes. Toughness is still the same. 38 toughness equals 50 toughness for time to kill. So if you don't care about getting up faster from in-cap, when you in-cap down a well or on the ground, if you don't care about getting up faster, which most of the time we in-cap, we're hitting a well, right? You don't need to put any more points past 38 into toughness. It's literally the same time to kill as if you had 50 toughness. Still the same. Next order of business, we can still get out of maps. You know what? Bring it back. Endurance is still the same as well. They did not break the endurance, reverting it back to old school endurance days. This is still scaled correctly on victims as well. So just so everybody knows. So I'll write that down. Endurance is scaled, correctly. Okay. You can still get out of the maps. If you guys have watched my tutorial on how to get out of the maps as family members, to where you can explore the outer world as well as underneath the map and fall into infinite nothingness. That is still a bug that is in the game that can still be done. So we tested that. The menu is now no longer showing the repeated XP as well as the shit tutorials are still saying that family needs to turn on generator and battery at the beginning of the game. They haven't even updated the tutorials with all these new PS Plus players. In fact, I watched one of the tutorials today and it still had the fuse box on sliding door on Slaughterhouse. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember that fucking hell? Fuse box on sliding door. That shit was in the tutorial video and I had trauma watching it. So yeah, nothing's changed on the tutorials. They're still dog shit. Welcome to TCM. But the weird one, and I don't know if this happened last patch, correct me if I'm wrong, but I never saw this. But the tutorial or the the menu for TCM used to climb your XP, so you can it never stopped. But now if you look, it just says 32,000 out of 32,000. That's it. There's no, it used to say 32,000 out of like 5 billion. You know, however many times that we've repeated level 99, that's completely changed. So again, correct me if I'm wrong, but that, I don't think that was in any previous patch, unless I never noticed. Again, just a small UI change, which literally eliminates essentially, you know, any type of level cap increase. You guys know that was never going to happen. Here we are. Private match audio and visual bugs are still heavily prevalent. You can still hear people getting toolboxes, opening doors, hitting bone charms. You get a fucking weird, like, bassy sound. And private match is still bugged. Like, it's still ass and it still sucks. So there we are. There's a few things that I wanted to touch base on. I'm not sure. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I don't know why this wasn't written in. So we're going to write this in now because I just noticed that it shouldn't say here. Contrary to people's belief, all over Reddit today, yes, you can still kill Nugget. And no, Virginia's powder does not take longer. Okay? For F's sake. Virginia's powder does not take longer to collect. I'm not sure where these rumors started, but yeah, here we are. Still the same thing. So yeah. Yeah, thanks. Okay. I played a private match with Virginia and I played a normal match with Virginia. And yes, that's still the same time to collect her powder. So I'm not sure what the hell people are talking about. Okay. Blood animation cancels. Yes, you still does not work on Cook and Hitch, as well as everybody else. It just doesn't work anymore. They really patched the blood animation cancels. Savagery values, again, stay the same. 42 on is still 50 on Bubba, Cook, Nancy, Bones, Hands, Sissy, Johnny, and 47 equals 50 on Hitchhiker. So just so you guys are aware, everybody in the game still has the 42 equals 50 bug, or I guess not even a bug, it's just in the game, and how they've correctly or incorrectly scaled toughness. 42 is 50 on all those killers, and 47 is 50 on Hitchhiker. Animation swing cancel after latching doors does still work. Okay. Bubba can now teabag faster. Nothing else has changed about Bubba. This is insane. This is insane. We're going to load up a quickie just to showcase how fast this man can teabag. This is the most insane, like, random buff to Bubba I've ever seen. It's crazy. And again, everything else in the patch notes really kind of lines up. It better be, right? They had an extra 2 months to fucking drop this patch. Here we are. So let's go ahead and load up a quick Leatherface match. I'm going to show you guys how to teabag. If you've never figured out how, I guess, in the sense, and then we'll get back to the notes here. All right. So it's pretty simple. Just in case you want to be toxic now that this game really doesn't matter, and be toxic with your homies, or in private matches. For some reason, Leatherface used to teabag like this, and now he can teabag like this, and it's like double the speed. Like, why did this even get implemented? It's super weird, but hey, here we are. Maybe they're just a homage to, like, be crazy. So to teabag, you have to start your chainsaw and then press B to cancel at the same time. But now, look at the speed that this man, hold on, there's a way to get it faster. You can almost hear the right there. Do you see that? Like, this wasn't before. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. It's just, yeah, that's way faster, right? It was even faster at one point there. I don't know, dude. Anyways, it's fucking crazy. It's pretty funny. There you go. That's how you teabag. With Bubba. Moving on. Cook lock reset is true and has been completely fixed. The patch notes W on that. Cook can now pull his locks off, completely reset, and it does not apply from the bottom lock to the top lock anymore. Cook got a huge fix, which ultimately buffs him drastically with all the lock bugs that we've had. Now that the Connie lock bug that the victim lock bug in general is fixed, where you can no longer just hold it in one spot and it does them all. You do have to move the dial or your joystick in order to find the correct green spot. So Cook just gets an inadvertently massive buff for no reason outside of it fixing the game. So here we go. Window traps still don't work on the inside, but do on the outside of Family House. We just wanted to confirm that, so we did test that. Hands. New build coming soon. We're going to tease it right here. I will not be showcasing the hands build yet. I'm going to make y'all wait for the build video, which will be coming very soon, sometime this weekend, or maybe next week, depending on how much time I got. Swing animation cancel still works on hands, so you can still swing out of placing your traps. The audio on the choke slam execution is completely bugged. It's muffled, and you can hardly hear it. So just kind of let y'all know that is the scenario. Nancy, traps are highlighted, bugged when placing. So whenever you place Nancy traps, victims can see where you place the trap. It's fucking absolutely asinine that this makes it into the final build. And at this point, it was already worthless to play Nancy. Now it's even more worthless because they're just gonna know where you put your traps. As well as Hurt 'em is also working as intended. However, again, UI is bugged on Nancy's screen where the perks are. So when you catch somebody in a trap and they are running and you're getting bleed damage, which by the way does work, the UI, the perk symbol on the screen, the bottom right, where you look at your perks, it doesn't move. It doesn't tick like, Saboteur or Rough Cut or anything like that. It's just stationary, which is unfortunate because you don't know how much longer it's supposed to be active, right? Johnny, this is a crazy update. Johnny door barges are now one tap. It auto taps for you. You walk up to a door, hit X or square or whatever once, and then the second trap or the second barge will auto do it. So go up to a door right now, hit it one time, a latch door, I should say. Hit it one time and watch what the animation does. It's crazy. Pretty cool update. Nothing else changed about Johnny. Bones can animation cancel out of placing gore bombs and picking up spark plugs. You just swing out of them. Bones still does have free wireframe through crawl spaces. And ultimately, the Big Swings build, which has been bugged since December, is still prevalent. It's still broken on Bones, so no other need to use a different build than the Bones Big Swings build, okay? And then last but not least, victims are all the same, essentially. Nothing's really changed on any of the victims. Again, outside of Connie's new updated lock bug, which will now allow her to use her ability and instantly open the door. You don't have to find the green and then press your button 3 times. It will automatically find the green zone for you, which means it's even faster for Connie. She essentially gets a buff, but again, it's really just a fix. And then everybody else stayed the same again. And like I notated, nothing's changed, which in itself is actually a W, because most of the time we get big ass patches like this, something breaks, 14 things break, right? Arguably, no joke, guys, we are witnessing one of the best patches in TCM history right here today. Multiple things done. Multiple things that we have been asking for months and even years are fixed. Okay? But get this. Does it even matter at this point, right? We all know why it doesn't matter at this point, and that's what makes this feel even shittier. Because guess what? We're sunsetting. Anyways, that's what we found today. I wanted to make it a quick, short video. I appreciate y'all for being here. Much love and support as always. Always drop a like down in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think. And of course, don't forget to drop a like, hit the sub button, and turn on your notification bell. That way you guys get notified every time I go live here on YouTube, over on Twitch, and anytime that I bring you brand new Texas Chainsaw Massacre content. I love you guys, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.